Hi guys, it's your girl Mary Ann and I'm back with another video. Before we get into this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe to this channel. Let's make the family grow, guys. So what I'm about to tell you today will be I'm gonna do a story time. Last time on my last video I got good reaction, so I said, some of you guys like the stories, like story times. Guys, I'm just gonna put out the disclaimer to say that what I'm about to tell you is nothing to do with politics. It's not that I will hype up politician or everything. This channel doesn't contain anything regarding politics. It's just a story that there's just something that happened in my family in the 1990s. Guys, I used to grow up, or I used to live in a house of 19 family members. 19 family members. We had a 2-bedroom house, a kitchen, and a living room. So 19 family members in that house. Of that 19 family members were 6 kids. With that being said, back in the days, it was a time when my grandma and all the other members of the family that was over 18 years, it was time for them to vote and stuff like that. So just this one day they came in like a pamphlet with with this president that everybody wanted to be voted for. So my grandmother was very strict lady, very strict lady. I used to have this thing that if you weren't scolded by my grandma, if you didn't walk through that struggle with my grandma scolding you, shouting at you, then unfortunately you're not even, I can't call you my friend, because you must know that I have a strict grandma. You must know that whenever you come to my house, she's gonna give you the business. She's gonna give you the business. So yeah, let's get into the story, guys. So this pamphlet came. My grandmother couldn't read or write, so this piece of paper came with this president, and all of them were actually very fond of this guy who was running for president. So she was very curious on what is it saying there, what are they saying, what should be done, and what. So she asked one of the other cousins, the elder ones obviously, to read what the pamphlet says. Us being kids, we were so curious of what's going on in that pamphlet. I tell you, we also wanted to know. I don't know why, because first of all, what are we gonna do? Even if they say that the guy is God, what are we gonna do? Because we can't vote, obviously. But we were curious, guys. And you know how it is living in a house full of people. So my cousin ate this paper, or my aunt. Yeah, no, I'm now. My aunt ate this piece of paper. She wanted to read. I remember it was me and my 2 cousins. Both of them were brother and sister. The other 2 cousins, they were brother and sister. The 3 of us were so curious. We were like dragging this piece of paper down. My aunt was so annoyed and saying, "What? Let me just read it first." We weren't having any of that, guys. We were having none of that. We wanted to know what's going on in that paper. Why? Till this day, I can't tell you guys. We wanted to know. So yeah, as soon as he started to read, then we were dragging. Remember, we're still kids. We are short. I was still at the age of 6, I think. I was still 6. Me and my other cousin was still 6, and then her brother was 8 years old. So we were all dragging this page down and on our tippy toes, wanting to see what's going on here. Right. My aunt says she handed a piece of paper to my other aunt. You read it because this kid doesn't want to leave me alone. She thought obviously that it had something to do with her, which was not the case. We were actually after the piece of paper. She handed my other aunt the piece of paper. The piece of paper. You read it because I don't know what's wrong with them. Guys, as soon as that piece of paper moved, we moved along with it. We were moving along with it because we wanted to know what this Mr. President, or the one who's about to come, Mr. President, what's up with that? So if the paper moves, we move. So she handed it to the other one. So even my other aunt, guys, give me a chance to read this. Sit down. What's wrong with you guys? Sit down. I want to read this. We were having none of that. All of us, we were like pushing the page down because obviously we are short. We were pushing it down and we wanted to see. Being 6, I'm not even ashamed to say I couldn't read. I don't know if there's any, maybe there's smart kids. The kids of nowadays are smart, but I couldn't read, and I'm not ashamed to say it, so don't come for me because I couldn't read. I don't know if there's 6-year-old kids out there that can read, but I definitely couldn't read at that time. So my other aunt moved a piece of paper back saying, I don't know how I'm going to read it. You read it. She said, go sit down. The other one now. Go sit down. What's wrong with you guys? I'm going to leave this paper, then you guys can read it. I don't know if that gave, that what she said was like something that just went up into my grandmother's mind, because she said, what's wrong with you guys? What's wrong with you? Give that paper to me. Give that paper to me. So obviously, the paper is being handed to my grandma. Now he's scared. Obviously, in my mind, I know that voice, guys. I know the tone. When a voice moves into that tone, there is no way in hell that you are not going to get a Heidi. There was no in hell that you were gonna cry yourself out of this situation, that you were gonna talk yourself out of it, because that lady was about to beat your ass. Said, give that piece of paper to me. You guys wanna read? Read for me. I was like,
what? No ma'am. No ma'am.
how? Lady, you know very well that I can't read. She had on that face. She was like, read. Read. I was waiting for someone to read this for me. You guys didn't give anyone a chance to read. Obviously, I stepped back because what am I going to do? I can't read. So she gave it most to the eldest one, my cousin. Read. That guy was so confident. He was so full of himself at that age of 8. He didn't even flinch or step back like me and my other cousin. Just took it full of confidence, man. Took the piece of paper, looked at it. So it was like he's setting himself up to give them the speech or to read for them whatever is on the piece of paper. He was like, Viva Mr. President! Viva Mr. President! Viva Mr. Viva Mr. President for like 4 or 5 times. I was like, oh my God. I see a lot of words and lines on this piece of paper. Is the whole page just saying Viva Mr. President? But being scared, because like I tell you, if you hear that tone in her voice, you know that there is no way that you're gonna cry, talk yourself out of the situation. So she said, is this what it says? Read it again. Tucked his t-shirt. He made himself straight. The second time around, he seems like in his mind he said, you guys are not hearing me clear enough, because now he was like he was on a mission. When he said those words, the veins were standing out. Viva Mr. President! Viva Mr. President! Said, is that what it says? She asked him about 3 times. Said he keep on repeating the same thing over and over again. Viva Mr. President! Viva Mr. President! My grandma got so annoyed. There was a shoe or a chakla was standing next to her. She just took him by the hand. Wap, 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 wap. Go sit! Go to your room! In fact! So now it's the two of us. Guys, your girl can't read. Can I read? Hell no, I can't. What am I going to do? Because whatever this guy said, something must be wrong with whatever he said, because he still got his whooping after reading that page. But I have nothing to, I can't even come up with something to say, because your girl is 6 years old. Like I said, at that time, I couldn't read. I couldn't write. All I know was ABC, and that was that. So she asked me, you must give it 2 coatings again, another coating. There's my brother, guys. He's painting. He's doing the painting. Say, read. I thought, obviously, I don't trust whatever he said, but at least he's older than us, so I'm gonna go with whatever he was saying. So but I started to cry. Viva Mr. President! I started to cry. Viva Mr. President! Viva Mr. President! My mom took my hand. And guys, you must know that I was the favorite grandchild at the time. I was the favorite grandchild. So for me to get the whooping means that that lady was very angry. My other cousin, she really started to cry, like she just, and she was one of the louder ones. Viva Mr. President! Oh, Viva Mr. President! Wop, wop, wop. Go sit. Go to your room, all of you. Right, we went into the room. We started to cry, So after a few minutes of crying, we just kept quiet. And what in my mind was, what was I doing there? Because first of all, I know nothing of nothing. I know nothing about voting. I know nothing about presidents. I know nothing of nothing. I've just started school, so I don't know anything. So why was I so curious in the first place of wanting to know what's going on there? So for all my smart kids out there, stay away from your strict grandmother. Stay away. If you have that grandmother, that no-nonsense grandma, don't take any chances. Keep your distance. If she wants to hear about her favorite president, keep your distance. If she wants to hear about her favorite topic, stay away, because you will only help yourself by doing that. So guys, that was the story of the day. If you guys enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want me to do any other stories, pranks, any type of video you want me to post. Give this video, get this video to 50 likes, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Let's make the family grow. See you guys in the next one.